Good morning, everyone. We are at Tara Drummond Trailhead here at the Silver Comet Trail, located at Seaboard Avenue and 278. Beautiful park to get on. And man, what are you doing?
John Grant.
Jeremiah
Yes,
Fields,
sir.
man. What are you doing out here?
Preparing for the Rides for Wishes.
You already getting prepared? You gonna be
Yes,
riding?
sir. Yes, sir. I'll be riding. Have you heard about the changes coming?
Hey, there's a lot of changes, all positive.
Absolutely.
We need to share it with everybody.
Yes, sir.
Folks, in case you haven't heard, there's some changes to this year's Rides for Wishes. It will be on August the 16th, starting at 8 o'clock at 240 Constitution Boulevard. That is Veterans Park. That's where it will start. Once the ride starts, it's going to come across 278 here to the Tara Drummond Trailhead and head west. If you're not familiar with what Rides for Wishes is, this is a collaboration that we do with Make-A-Wish Georgia. And we take sponsorships, and what the money does, it stays all in Paulding County to sponsor a family that they have a child that is going through a critical or terminal illness, and we just want to give them that opportunity to be able to escape for a day and to maybe just have a little bit of relief and enjoy themselves. So all that money stays right here to sponsor a family in Paulding County. But it's not only changing up to be August the 16th. We're going to have some live entertainment here that morning. We're going to also have a coffee truck. We're going to have us a food truck to offer some light refreshments for everybody. Maybe you want to get your carbs up before you take out on the trail. And then as you leave, typically that's been the end of the race. We all go home and we wish the riders well, but we want them to come back to Veterans Park to end the ride, where we're going to have some great giveaways.
Yes,
you
sir.
may even get some of them.
I hope so.
Because you're a fast rider.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know about that, but I'll be there.
hey, don't let him kid you. He's awesome, man. So he's going to be here. We want to encourage you and everyone else to come out. Hey, if you don't ride, that's okay. Just come on out and support a Paulding County family, and the money goes to a great cause, and we are excited about the changes. August the 16th, starting at 240 Constitution Boulevard, Veterans Park, getting on the trailhead at Tara Drummond, and then coming back to finish it up. Hey, live entertainment. Where can you get all of this in one morning? Are you excited?
I'm excited. Yes, sir.
Man, it's good to see you.
I got to get back after it.
Well, good luck, man.
Thank you.
Come see us. Hey, everybody loves Christmas, but maybe you don't like Christmas in July. Maybe you do like Christmas in July. Well, I'm here to tell you that downtown Dallas, the merchants, they are putting together on July the 26th, they're having Christmas in July. Come out and get started early. Go to the different merchants, the vendors that will be there. There's going to be food trucks, live entertainment. They're going to be able to make this. All we're not going to have is snow. I don't think we're going to have snow in downtown Dallas on July the 26th. But it is Christmas in July. Get your shopping done early. Hey, if you're looking for a gift for me, hey, just ask my friends. They'll tell you the sizes and the colors I like. So get ready. July 26th, Christmas in July in downtown Dallas. Folks, I told you we are jam-packed all summer long right here at Veterans Park. And on July the 19th, the Taylor Swift cover band Red is going to be performing. Now, the park will open up at 7 o'clock. The concert will start at 8 o'clock. Now, I just want to tell you, the last concert that took place in June, it was a record crowd. Greatest crowd that has come to any of the concert series. We want you to come to the second concert during this summer series and see Red, the Taylor Swift tribute band. And hey, it's going to be a great event. There's going to be food trucks that will be there. Bring the blanket, bring the lawn chair. Remember, there's no alcohol. but come out and be with us. Have a great time on the 19th of July at Veterans Park, again, located at 240 Constitution Boulevard in Dallas. We're excited about this concert, and we're most excited about getting to spend the evening with you. Hey, I know not everyone is going to be excited about this next subject, but on the 29th of July, Paulding County School District, they will be hosting their open house. You'll notice on the graphic behind me, you'll notice that it lists each one of the schools, the times. I believe the elementary schools are starting at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon there, but the middle and the high school, they don't start until 4. But look and see the letter that your last name starts with. That will be the time that you will need to select and go for the children to get to go and meet their teachers, see their classroom, find out what may be needed, get ready to get this year kicked off. Hey, can you believe that it's almost time to go back to school? I know you've had a great time coming to all these events that we've been telling you about here in Paulding County, but it's about time to buckle down, and we don't want you to be late. We don't want you to miss anything. So take note. On the 29th of July, open house for the Paulding County School District, and we are excited, and we wish everybody a very happy school year and a successful school year. So July 29th for open house.
I've known Alan for going on 8 years now. I have never seen anyone in my career, which spans over 30 years, that has that kind of dedication and commitment.
If everyone could turn off any mobile devices in order to not interrupt the meeting, that would be great. I'll ask everyone up here on the dais with me to turn on their microphones and introduce themselves, and we'll get started with all the business today.
My name is Ella Hendricks, and I am sitting in for Jason Phillips, the county attorney.
George Jones, Director, Paulding County DOT.
Tabitha Pollard, Paulding County Manager.
And I am Ann Littman, and I am the chairperson of this committee and also the Community Development Director. We have 2 agenda items today, but we will start with item number 1, which is review of minutes from the May 20th, 2025 meeting. If everyone has had a chance to review these, I will ask for a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve, Mr. Jones, a second from Ms. Pollard. If there are any questions at this time, if not, all in favor of approving the minutes as submitted, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any against? There are none. The minutes are approved by a vote of 3-0. Case number 1 today is case 2025-07-W, application by Bradley and Elizabeth Keene, requesting to waive Development Regulation 1.7.3 C, to allow a fourth residential home off of a private easement. Property is located in land lots 116, District 3, Section 3, located south of Overlook Trail along Cantor Creek Path. The project site address is 330 Cantor Creek Path, and it is located in Post 4. Is the applicant present? And he is present and signing in. And I will just note that planning and zoning staff have received several calls with questions or concerns.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So our application, we've got
Oh,
17.
could you state your name,
Oh,
please?
My name's Brad Keene.
Okay.
Bradley Keene. So we own 17 acres, and we bought those back in 2021, 17.2 acres. We had a survey to split the 17 acres so that we could build on 10 acres and then possibly sell the other 7 acres. And that's what I submitted to the committee. But our sign says to build a fourth home. Now, if that's all we can build is a fourth home, that's fine as well, right? But this plot right here, it shows that it's divided into 2 different tracks. So I went to an attorney, had them make sure that it was okay to build, told the office that that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to split it into 2 different tracks to be able to sell it in 2 different tracks. Now, if that's not possible, we will stay with building on the 17 acres. But we wanted to split it to be able to afford building the house.
So Cantor Creek Path is a private easement, and in my review today, I believe there are already 3 houses on Cantor Creek Path. Our development regulations as it relates to private easement subdivision says you can have 3 so long as they are 2 acres or above, and you can have up to 6. But for number 4, 5, and 6, you need approval from this body.
Yep.
So, I believe what was advertised was to have the 4th house, and what I am seeing on this plat would be 4 and 5? Because you're trying to split one of the pieces into 1 tract?
So
Or
we
1 tract into 2 tracts?
Correct. So that's what we would like to do, and if it's not, then we will say fine. We just want the 17 acres to be able to build on that 17 acres.
Right. And I believe since that was what was advertised, that is all. It's not to say that if you wanted, because you can do up to 6
Sure.
lots
And-
on a path so long as they are at least 2 acres.
So the day that I picked up the sign, I saw the sign that says to build the 4th house. I immediately called and I talked to Marcy, right? And I said, hey, this says to build the 4th house. That's not what we sat down and discussed. We discussed splitting the property. And she said, that's fine. That is for 4 to 6 lots for that piece of property. I'm like, okay. So every discussion that we had, all the paperwork that I did was all the emails that I had sent to Chris Robinson, right? It's discussed splitting that into 2 different tracks. And then when I got
Okay,
the
so as
sign,
we
it's-
stand right now, Cantor Creek Path, I believe, has 3 houses located off of it.
Correct, yes.
Mark, can you maybe flip to the,
So there's a house here right now.
Yep.
Yeah, there are 3 houses currently.
so in order to even have the 4th house, this body would need to grant that approval.
Yes.
So what you're really asking for is to have houses 4 and 5,
We want to be able to sell.
one of them. Mark, can you flip back to the other one so I can?
So I'm not a builder, so I just want to build my own
Right.
house on one and then possibly sell the other
Right.
tract.
And I understand that, and I think so long as you have one 6.13 acre tract and one 10.01 09 tract. Is that easement on there existing?
It is.
Do you have a relationship with the other people who have houses on Cantor Creek Path?
I do.
And you are all aware that it is your responsibility to maintain that path?
Absolutely. Yep.
Is there well, Mr. Jones, I'll let you ask that.
Is there an easement agreement between the property owners along this path about shared
Um,
responsibilities in terms of maintenance?
Okay. So there is not. There's a verbal agreement. So when we all bought the property pretty much at the same time, we all talked about a certain fee that we would pay each year to maintain it. Right? We're all friends on that tract of property. So I think we all at one point agreed to pay $500 a year to upkeep it. But if there was going to be another assessment, we would all talk about that. So.
Yeah, I would recommend it, especially as people move out, people move on.
Absolutely.
You know, relationships change, to actually record something and have it going with the properties. That way, you have some legal recourse if there does happen to be an issue in the future.
Sure, absolutely.
Would you be opposed to that being a stipulation of our approval, of there being a formal agreement? Because we all like to think we're going to live forever, but someday.
I would be in favor of that.
Okay.
Now, can I ask, does that have to be all four or all three existing? Or
I think it would need to be everybody on Cantor Creek Path.
Okay.
I think that would be, and I'll let George speak to, we get a lot of, anytime you see the blue sign that has a path, that is not a public road. And where we do get a lot of calls is people who have bought lots on those paths, and they like to call and ask when we're going to pave the road, and they don't really love it when we say never, because that is not a public road. And just in part of what I'm here to consider is not just you, but future.
Sure. Yeah.
The lot that you want to split off, take those into consideration.
Yeah. We would definitely be in favor of that.
Is there anything else you'd like to present?
No?
Okay.
No.
If you'll take a seat, we'll see if there's anyone in the audience. At this time, I would ask if there is anyone who would like to speak in favor of this application, if they would like to step forward.
Good afternoon, Chris Robinson, Planning and Zoning. When this plat was submitted to split this 17 acres, via email, we informed the surveyor that they would not be eligible for another permit on the split portion, as it would have been number 4. And that's my understanding why it's applied for today.
Well, I think can you look at the top and just flip back to the site plan? This is what is shown on this plat is the 4th and 5th lot. This lot would be number 4. And I hate to keep asking you to flip, but if you flip back, they have shown a subdivided piece that would be 4 and 5.
You're correct. We did not pick up on that.
So, Ms. Hendricks, my question to you is, can we consider allowing a 4th and 5th? Is it something that we maybe need to take a look at, or can they come back in the future, or since we're here today, can we say you can have the 4th and 5th?
So it's my understanding that because it was only advertised for a 4th home, that's the only thing that y'all can decide
Okay.
on today. I do believe you all are able to table until next meeting, if that is an option to consider, get more information. But yes, I don't think
Okay.
that you can approve a 5.
Okay.
5.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Robinson. I will go ahead at this time and ask again if there's anyone who would like to speak in favor. Is there anyone who would like to speak in opposition or ask questions or concerns? There are not. So I will close the public hearing portion. And Mr. Keene, if you would like to come back up. I don't know if you heard what our legal counsel stated. Today, we can only decide if the 4th permit can be issued. Would you like to withdraw and come back and ask for the 4th and 5th? I we could table it, but I think the only thing we can consider, since the way it was advertised, is to allow the fourth home off the path. But I think that we probably could let you revise your application and consider it in the future. I don't know if time is of the essence. But today we could only vote on allowing the fourth home on the path, not the fourth and fifth.
It's frustrating because I made the call specifically that day within the hour after I got the sign, and I was told, right, that it encompasses 4 to 6 houses. And I would have turned back around and I would have
Right.
went back to the office and I would have made the change so that it reflected that.
Right. And that's what, unfortunately, we are here where we are today, and because of the advertising, we can only vote on the fourth home. I think I can give you the option if you would like to. I don't know if they would need to withdraw it, and we would withdraw it, and you submit for a fourth and fifth.
So we withdraw and the money is still good that we paid for the application?
Probably not. We would have to take a look into that. What we could do is table it and get together with you and meet in person and look at all the options. That, I think at this point, is going to be my recommendation, just so we can look at what's been paid and what's been turned in. And
So would you recommend to me getting the 17.02 acres approved today?
you could certainly come back in the future and ask for that fifth lot, because if the way this is configured, it meets the requirement. I think if you get the fourth lot, when you're ready for that fifth lot, come back and
Okay.
do that.
Then we will just stay with what the sign says. So for the fourth house to be built on there.
Okay, all right, thank you, sir. The public hearing portion is closed. Is there any discussion on behalf of the members of the committee? If not, would anyone like to make a motion on a fourth lot on Cantor Creek Path?
Motion to approve with the stipulation that a maintenance agreement be created and I think signed off on by the existing homeowners on the path regarding maintenance responsibilities.
Do you want to put before a permit is issued, a CO is issued?
CO.
Okay. So, have a motion to approve from Mr. Jones with a stipulation that a maintenance agreement be created and signed by all the homeowners on the path before the fourth CO is issued. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Do I have a second?
Second with stipulation.
Thank you. Okay, we have a motion and a second, and I'll read it again, to approve with one stipulation that a maintenance agreement be created and signed by all the homeowners on the Cantor Creek Path before a CO is issued for the fourth house. Are there any questions? If not, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? There are none, so that motion is approved unanimously. Our second case today is a stream buffer variance. This is case number 2025-04 SBV, City of Hiram, application by Whataburger Restaurants LLC, Aaron Charles, requesting to encroach 1,038 square feet into the City of Hiram's 75-foot impervious buffer to accommodate a drive-through lane for the construction of a proposed Whataburger restaurant. Property is located in land lots 593 and 666, District 19, Section 2. The address is 5464 Windy Bagwell Parkway, and it is located in Post 3. Staff has received one letter in opposition and a recommendation for denial. I believe the members of the committee have all been given a copy of that letter. And at this point, I guess you're the applicant or the representative, so please state your name and state your case with all comments coming to me.
Sounds good. So my name is Jamal Ragland. I'm the civil engineer on the project. I'm representing Whataburger for today. So just giving a little background about this project. So we're proposing a Whataburger on a 1.2 acre lot with the associated parking lot, landscaping, and a dual lane drive-through. Regarding this site, currently right now it's a ran down Hooters that's been vacant for over a year. With that being said, there's also 3 20-foot utility easements that's surrounding each property line. And then also there's a 75-foot impervious buffer that encroaches 25 feet from the northeast property line into our site. Also, just kind of due to the dynamics of quick service restaurant industry nowadays, the dual lane drive-through has become a necessity throughout the COVID period. This is mainly just for queuing space, also to create a safer environment to avoid collisions and vehicle access issues. As you can see with current restaurants such as Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's, and In-N-Out on newer developments, and many more restaurants. I know there's a letter regarding like the mitigation efforts, so I would let the third-party reviewer give a chance to speak on that, so I can ensure that I answer her questions.
Okay.
With that being said, let me switch to the other site real quick. How do I get to the existing site plan, Leo? Or is it on here now? Okay, y'all have the existing site plan? Okay, so if you look at the existing site plan, so currently right now, the site already encroaches a max of 10.2 feet into the impervious buffer. What we are doing and requesting is encroaching additional 1.8 feet into the 75-foot impervious buffer. With that will make it additional 550 square foot of additional impervious buffer that we're requesting for a variance.
So just to be clear, the 75-foot buffer is really going to give a little lesson on stream buffers and setbacks and what's a buffer. Anytime you have a stream in Georgia, the state has a mandatory 25-foot buffer. Both Paulding County and City of Hiram have adopted an additional 25-foot buffer, and then in addition to that is a 25-foot impervious setback, in which grading should be minimized and impervious surfaces should be limited. So what you're really asking for is to encroach in the setback, the
Yes.
impervious setback, by 1,038 square feet. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay. I don't think what we have here is the existing site plan, but I'll just ask, I drive by the previous restaurant on a pretty much daily basis. Are you changing the impervious? Are you taking up all the concrete? Are you leaving some? Are you repaving it?
So we're repaving it, but we're going to be 2,000 feet difference from the pervious of the original. So we're gaining 2,000 feet, 2,000 square
increasing.
footage.
So you're using the existing, because I believe this site was probably developed in the 2000s when
2002.
it was, so that would have been before the impervious setback requirement.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
So we're reducing the existing impervious by 2,000 square feet.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions? Okay, thank you. We'll reserve your time for any additional rebuttal or comments. At this time, I will ask if there is anyone in the audience who would like to speak in favor of this application. Is there anyone who would like to speak in opposition or has questions, comments, or concerns? Please go up to the podium, sign in, state your name, and address all your comments to me.
Hi, I'm Catherine Fox. I'm the environmental consultant, stormwater, wastewater, and drinking water for the city of Hiram for about 23 years now. And it's nice to see some people I haven't seen in a while. So a little background on the ordinance, like you were saying, that was good. Number one, variances it was adopted in 06, actually, 2006, including the three parts of it. Variances are considered only in the following cases. One, when a property shape, topography, or other physical conditions existing at the time of adoption of the ordinance prevents land development at all. They can't, it's plotted, but they can't do anything. So that is a requirement. If that's there, then they can apply for a variance. This one has already been developed, so that doesn't apply. Second, unusual circumstances, when strict adherence to the minimal buffer requirements in the ordinance would create extreme hardship. Is this extreme hardship? That's for y'all to decide. And then third, it says the ordinance requires documentation of the unusual hardship. Needs to explain what the hardship is. My understanding is the hardship might be, and he can answer it, that they'd like 2 lanes, and then they have some perhaps other problems on setbacks. So third, the ordinance requires at least one alternative design. I haven't seen any other designs. So that hasn't been submitted. And then as far as the mitigation goes, we haven't really discussed any mitigation. We did talk about green spaces, which is great. Not a green space, but more of the green infrastructure. That's a requirement. City of Hiram, all projects have to have green infrastructure that's 5,000 or more square feet developed or redeveloped. That's a rule for our city. And so we work together. These fellows are really smart. They're from Kimley Horn. We talked about all those things. They have a really nice map. From the very beginning, I said, make sure you address all the issues in the ordinance. They did not address all the issues, the ones I've identified. We had some more discussions we had more work to do. And I wasn't ready for them to come here today until we finished our work to see if a variance, like the alternative design is number 1, could be pushed over a little bit more. So that didn't happen. And so because of that, I think it's not ready for the variance. And so my recommendation was denial until we can prove whether or not a variance is warranted. That's all.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to speak in opposition or has questions or concerns? If not, I will invite the applicant back if he would like to offer rebuttal.
Hello, everyone. So we have had 3 separate meetings with Catherine regarding the mitigation efforts, which she recommended the rain gardens, the protection fence, and also can we get more impervious area. So those are recommendations that we took and applied. We also, just due to the site's irregular shape and how much the utilities that surround the property, it makes it very difficult to develop a quick service restaurant in that area, especially when you're trying to apply for dual drive-through lanes and then also make sure that you have enough space for a delivery truck to go through and deliver. So there's no conflict of issues or backing up into the additional lot, as there's a lot of space, but that corner right there in the corner is a pinch point. So we have more traffic going into there. That's going to cause more issues for the whole overall site.
Because this lot directly does not have, it shares a curb cut with Huey Louis.
Correct.
So
it's right across the street, so that will be a backing up issue of traffic into that lane. And we have an alternative site, but it wasn't worth bringing up because realistically, we want way more parking than what we have. And then also more area for convenience of the cars to move around this site. So this is what we took and condensed, and we also utilized our smallest building prototype to try our best to stay out of that stream buffer.
now I did try to look. Have you officially submitted civil drawings to Paulding County on behalf of City of Hiram for review? I believe it's been through a concept
We have not.
review. Has it been through a concept? Because I knew that some of our folks in development had looked at a redevelopment plan for the former Hooters. But
We have
nothing has been formally submitted. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, does anybody else have any questions? No, thank you. Okay, that is the conclusion of the public hearing portion. Is there any discussion with the committee members, or is anybody ready to make a motion?
maybe discuss between us and legal counsel?
I don't think
Maybe?
we can do that. If we are not ready and needed more time to review this, a tabling might be what's in order. Okay.
Let me just clarify, this has not been tabled previously?
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, I think it might be the way to
Okay,
handle it.
well, then I will go ahead and I will make a motion that we table this for 1 month for further review and consideration. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion from myself and seconded by Mr. Jones to table. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. This agenda item is tabled for 1 month. That is our last agenda item today. I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn from Mr. Jones, seconded by Ms. Pollard, and all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you.